You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, we have got explosive new spoilers for next week, including Adam Newman showing up to play Hero, and he's all in a lather. There's a surprise guest with deep and treacherous ties to recast Cane Ashby, and also Holden is making some big moves. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we've got the latest Y&R spoilers for the week of June 23rd, and please click that subscribe button if you're not following us. We are going to talk about Adam racing to save Victor, but first, we're going to start with Kane. So at the end of this week, Aristotle Dumas finally made himself known, and it is a big, big deal. As we've been saying right here for quite a while, the mystery tycoon is indeed Kane Ashby. The writing has been on the wall for a while. All the signs pointed there, and they kept trying to, point us in a different direction, but clearly, the signs were there. I'm willing to see how it goes. I know a lot of people don't like the fact that he's younger, that he has no Australian accent, just very much completely unlike Daniel Goddard. But I'm a big fan of Billy Flynn, and Daniel Goddard is on contract over at General Hospital. So this is what we have. We'll see. I think you guys are going to like Billy Flynn if you've never seen his work before. So Kane insisted on talking to Lily in private first, so his ex-wife didn't find out the same time as everybody else that he is Dumas. And of course, when Amanda brought her to Dumas, we saw Lily on edge about why she was being separated from the main group. And of course, seeing Kane after all these years shocks her. He's been gone off the screen 6 years, but surely you would think they had overlapped while visiting the two children they have in common. Maybe not. I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, Lily should have gotten occasional updates from her offspring, unless Kane just totally ghosted his firstborn kids, right? So Lily's livid. She says this all feels deceitful, and Kane is promising that the name is fake, but everything else is him. But still, I doubt he's got a snowball's chance in hell of getting another shot with Lily, at least not right now. So Damien should be golden on that front. What was also irritating, it was Victor who announced Dumas was Kane, Anyway, all this tension carries over into next week as we're going to see a little bit unfolding about why he has done this. So on Monday, a very annoyed Billy Boy asks, what the hell is going on here? What's this about? And that comes right as Devon and Damien and Lily come out of the hedges because she had pulled them aside to warn them Dumas is really her ex-husband, Kane. And Lily says she also wants to know what the hell's happening. No more secrets, no more games. But come on, we know there's going to be secrets and games. And then next week, we're going to see more guests arriving at the party at the chateau. Abby Newman arrives along with a few others. She was held up because her and Devon's son Dominic was sick, and Michael and Lauren Baldwin are there. They were invited, but were not expected to show up, yet here they are. And most importantly, Abby's ex-husband Chance Chancellor arrives with them. So Michael's saying it looks like they started the party without them. Lauren wants to know what they missed. Yeah, you missed the Kane is Dumas. And then Jack is wondering why Chance is there. Most of the other people are business owners, prominent bigwigs in Genoa City, or their plus ones. But Nina Webster's precious son, Chance, is a cop, not a corporate show-off. And Jack says that Chance being there really stands out. And yeah, I absolutely agree with Jack that it does. But, Chance is Jill's grandson, and he should have rightfully been right there running Chancellor and inheriting it alongside Billy Abbott. So it's basically like that legacy is gone from him. So, after considering it, Diane's wondering if it's about Kane's ties to Jill, who is Chance's grandma. And Jack reminds people of the ancient history about Kane pretending to be Jill's son way back in the day, which is dubious now that they have aged the actor down by, 10 years or so. So That may be part of it, but it feels like Sally has a better grip on it next week when she thinks Chance being there is about Chancellor Industries. Chance is a chancellor after all, she says. And Billy mentions he's also a cop. I'm not sure why that matters because Chance has no jurisdiction in Fancy Pants France. And then we've got Amanda talking to Kane, telling him Victor is a formidable opponent and to not underestimate him. And Kane's telling Amanda he won't, but he also says Victor underestimated Aristotle Dumas and is doing the same with him, as in him being Cane Ashby. And Phyllis, who has been nonstop lurking and eavesdropping and being a general desperate busybody, walks up on them talking. Phyllis is quick to assure Kane she would never underestimate him. Now, if you remember your past, Phyllis and Kane have overlapped during some Newman versus Abbott things. Sometimes they've worked together, sometimes not so much. At one point, if I recall correctly, Kane actually outed Phyllis and let Jack know his wife Red was boinking his brother Billy back when Jack and Phyllis were married. But that has been quite a while ago. And in some troublesome news, Audra gets flirty with Kyle next week, and it seems to be working. She's making things happen. Audra's handing Kyle her tube of Jabot birthday suit sunscreen, asks him to put it on her. Audra's talking about how she never leaves home without it. You may remember when Jabot first came out with it, Kyle was slathering some on him, and then he dove into the pool at the GCAC and sort of accidentally or not accidentally lost his swim trunks and bared all, he was wearing just the sunscreen, which is why it's the birthday suit stuff. And that really helped move that product. Plus, both Zalika Silver and Michael Mueller talk about Audra going too far and having too much fun with Kyle in France. And he talked about seduction and no cell phone service and joked that what happens in Nice stays in Nice. So it sounds like something is definitely going to happen with Kyle and Audra in Nice, which good for Audra, she thinks, but it's going to come back around to bite her. I'm quite sure karma is heading in her direction. And there is more trouble for Claire and Kyle's relationship lurking back in Genoa City, too. She is back from her dad's hospital bedside in Chicago, and Claire runs into Holden at the GCAC bar. They are once again drinking Vespers together. Claire seems kind of tired, maybe a little stressed over her dad, but also strangely flirty. And she tells Holden it's her good fortune running into him. Holden tells Claire he's the lucky one. All very interesting, borderline contrived, because there's really no reason that she would be flirting with a guy and no reason that Kyle would be flirting with Audra. But, this is what we've got. We have to live with it. And speaking of hunks that need better storylines, guess who shows up in Italy? Adam Newman apparently goes to great lengths to get onto the train rail car. He is drenched in sweat by the time he arrives, and he made this colossal effort to get to his family to warn his father. So Nick next week is wondering how Adam got up there because everything is closed, and Adam says it wasn't easy. He's there to tell Victor something very important he found out about Dumas. So at this point, I wonder if Adam already knows it's really Kane. Hopefully that's not what he showed up to say. That could have been done via telegram or something if he couldn't get through on the cell phone. Adam tells Victor he's not going to like this news at all, and I'm wondering if Kane is not only making a move on Chancellor, but also on Newman Media or maybe even Newman Enterprises, Victor's flagship corporation. He got everybody there where there's no cell phone service and invited all of them, so maybe he was trying to create a distraction so that he could pull some kind of takeover stunt while they're all there drinking expensive champagne. We'll see. And make sure to check out our full weekly spoilers video tomorrow for the week of June 23rd through the 27th.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.